Next week, back in Monrovia, inside the Ring of Fire, it was business as usual.
Good. Does they need to get here? Supposed to have about 20 guys. I got 5.
Good times. This is what we go through. Usually it works out, but from now until what, about 6:30, we're stressing?
Stressed out.
Stressed out.
Who's gonna fight who? How many fights are we gonna have? Because we need a fighter at 145, and you are 45, and you could destroy this kid.
Here comes the champ. He brought the belt. Show him.
Supposed to bring the belt. Show him your belt.
Show him the belt. This is what you get. This is what you get when you beat me. Huh?
Guatemala was beautiful. I got plenty of pictures for you. Story, yeah. My little black guy right here.
The nights were growing longer and longer, and underneath the dark mist, the moon was full once again. Business was going exceptionally well for the Ring of Fire Mixed Martial Arts Academy. 3 months in a row, the events were sold out. But right before this bloody Saturday night, Vince received some bad news. A fighter known as the Predator was in a bad accident on his way to this competition. Cesar Ortega had a vision as clear as day. In due time, Cesar would avenge the pit bull and make him pay for that devastating body slam that fractured his ribs. The warrior's journey to redemption would be ever so challenging.
Got that? If we see it, we'll break it, and we'll stand you guys back up or start over from that position. Okay.
I'm sure these guys already thanked you guys, but I want to thank you guys for coming out. It's a rainy night, but you know what? We got a good show in there, so let's fight hard for these guys. Yeah, I want to thank you guys.
We got 15 minutes, or what do we got?
No, we got about 10, I think. We're going to start right at 8 o'clock. We're 10 out. One of the fighters that was coming down here tonight was coming down from Oxnard, and his name was Dean the Predator Williams. And he was in a pretty bad accident coming down here. So he rolled his car a couple times. He wasn't able to come out and fight. I want to just have a moment of silence for him. Let's give a little prayer for Dean, and just hold him in your hearts tonight because he's going to need it, okay? Thank you.
Under the dark shadow of the moon, these young fighters found their souls inside the Ring of Fire. It was not senseless brutality. These fights were symbolic of our own struggles, our own joys and pain. There were no losers inside the Ring of Fire.
I just been promoted to general. That's my star.
We're gonna see some big slams tonight. I actually learned how to do kickboxing when I was 15. I got jumped in school. My dad took me in the garage and taught me 3 kicks. And I'd just be in hours in the garage, kicking the bag. And then we put wood on the bag, kicking the wood. And then I met Paul Gonzalez, and he taught me all my jiu-jitsu.
Cesar's dream of beating down the pit bull would all be a sweet memory. Redemption was one of the greatest missions on the warrior's journey. But what Cesar never saw coming was the white demon that stood in his path. It was the ultimate test. The white demon came straight through the desert's highway to make it inside the Ring of Fire.
What school are you coming from?
LA Boxing, Las Vegas.
All right, so you've been working on the MMA game too?
Yep.
So we're going to expect a lot of fists from you or everything?
A lot of fists.
All right, man. Looking forward to it. Good luck.
It just so happened that this fighter is also a pro boxer who's making quite a name for himself inside the MMA world. Sometimes we're so close to reaching our goals, and then one more wall suddenly appears out of nowhere just to test you. But Cesar was beginning to look like a wise Indian warrior, and he would prove to us that sometimes taking punches can be just as valuable as delivering them. He took the lethal demon's attack and waited throughout the storm for an opening. Caesar then controlled the demon's body for the rest of the fight and came one step closer to realizing his dream inside the ring of fire. Once again, the warriors fought their hearts out, and as the rain hit the ground and the blood spilled out of the fighters, their flesh split open, and they put their lives on the line as they all experienced defeat and victory together.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you meet their other team?
Yeah.
Thanks for taking that fight, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
This young man stepped out of the crowd to replace the Predator's absence, and once again he proved to the people that the size of a man's heart can be the deadliest weapon inside the ring of fire. It was not in the name of violence, but in love. We forgot our own pains and lived freely through these courageous fighters and their heroic battles.